Court is calling 2023 CR 8639W, State of Texas versus Stephen Carmona. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Travis Banks, the State of Texas.
Defense.
Johnny Cisneros for Mr. Carmona.
Are you Mr. Carmona?
I am, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Next, I'm going to show you, Mr. Carmona, what is entitled Waiver of Indictment, Reading of Information and Rights under Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Did you review that with your attorney?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to have a grand jury hear evidence in this case and make a decision on whether or not to indict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that your attorney has 2 days from the presentation of the information and 10 days from the presentation of the information to prepare for trial?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement you were giving up those rights?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived indictment, reading of information, and rights under Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. All right, and Mr. Cisneros, this is your copy.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Next, I'm going to show you what's entitled Information. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
I did.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the information?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the information as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Carmona, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishment to Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand by information you're being charged with repeated violation of a court order or bond condition family violence? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Nothing serious, but I think this is a good deal for him. It's a volatile situation that we have in front of him with his wife. And when we finish this, I'm going to call his divorce attorney and let the divorce attorney know what's going on and how they need to proceed to protect him on money.
All right, Mr. Carmona, are you employed?
I am, Mr.
All right, why do you keep showing up at Miss Hernandez's place? She doesn't want you anymore.
A lot of things were just to assist with the children.
She doesn't want you anymore. Do you understand what protective orders mean?
Yes.
That means that you can't have any contact. That means that when I read in the police report that you're at the apartment, she's not there for me telling me that you're doing this because there are a lot of child things going on. You still want her. She doesn't want you. She doesn't want to be bothered by you. The only time you can see her is when you all are in civil court with the divorce. Do you understand? How old are you?
42.
You're 42 years old. How long were you married?
Almost 7 years.
7 years? So that means that you've been alive on the planet longer than you've been married to her. Let it go. You're not a teenager. She doesn't want you. If you violate the conditions that I'm going to give you, what's going to end up happening is you're potentially going to prison for 10 years. Do you understand? Is there anything that you do not understand that I'm saying to you? If you are at the HEB and you see her, she does not want to be in a relationship with you. If you all are working out arrangements through your divorce where there's child arrangements, that needs to be done through a third party. Do you understand? And if she gets involved in another relationship with somebody else, not your business. Do you understand? Well, you say yes, but you're here for repeated violation of bond conditions and protective orders. She doesn't want you. You got to accept it and move it on. You understand? And if on the inside you are breaking down and your heart is broken and you think it's broken in a million pieces and it will never recover, pretend like your heart is not broken. 993. There's to be no contact with Linda, Stephanie, Martinez Hernandez. And when I say you have contact during court hearings, that's through your attorneys. So there's no out in the hallway, hey, let's be nice to each other, let's work. No, you're not to have any conversations with her, you understand? Unless it's court ordered. So there's to be no contact with Linda Stephanie Cortines Hernandez without a court order. Proof of employment. And I'm going to want a TAP evaluation with him and to follow TAP recommendations. 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once parenting classes are complete, the 100 hours community service restitution will be deemed satisfied.
Thank you.
All right. And Mr. Carmona, because of your history with this violation of protective order, I am going to give you GPS. I'll do tracking only. I'll waive the fees. Counsel, once he shows that he's able to obey court orders, come back in about 4 months. We'll see how he's doing. So GPS tracking, waive or defer fees. Are you going to be living with your parents? Where are you going to be staying?
What else?
You have your own place?
I have my own.
Is what I'm doing, could it potentially result in me going to prison for 10 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. Do you understand? And I am serious about you not having any contact with her. I don't know. This is the last time I'm going to say it. She doesn't want you. She doesn't want to be in a relationship. She doesn't want a Valentine's Day card from you. She does not want a Happy Mother's Day card from you. Do not send that. And if you do any of those things, if you email her, if you text her, if you send a card, if you send flowers just because, if you send something saying, I apologize for the way I behave, and this divorce is my fault, that will be a violation. Do you understand? And do not have third parties contacting her unless it's your parents or somebody approved by probation to make arrangements for child visitation. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
And I was going to ask that Judge if we could have the parents make connections with the mom for visitation.
Yes, for
I want to know if he's going to be making a payment on the DPS.
Mm-hmm.
I told him to just wait until we have a hearing on that.
Yes.
And I haven't heard from Judge Diana. I forget it. Ernie Glenn.
Yes.
I haven't heard from her. I'm going to call her today.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
All right, and then whenever you want to bring him back for that, just let me know.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
May I be excused?
Yes. Who's here on Raquel Zapata? All right, Mrs. Zapata, if you come forward. Always good seeing you, Mr. Sawyer. And always good seeing Johnny Cisneros, too.
Thank you.
All the discovery, and did you review it with your client?
Sure did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Probation, there appears no applications on this case. Ms. Zapata, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're waiving the enhancement paragraph and proceeding on a second-degree felony.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Zapata, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to a $1,500 fine. Time and money is run concurrent. 2 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served.
Right.
All right. So you're going to have to make better changes in your life. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in and out of prison. You're going to look up and 10 years will have passed. Don't be that person. You understand?
I agree.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes. How's your wife doing?
She's doing so much better. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome. Have a good one.
Have a good day, Judge.
You too.